Hey everyone, it's Dawn here. Oops, I forgot to put on my AirPod. All right, it's gonna get windy later on, but just hang with me there because I got to go up on the roof to show you. So today I am installing this MaxxFan Deluxe. I got one because it's pricey, but it's basically like a whole house fan, and I love whole house fans. There's a remote. You can use it in the rain. Blah blah blah. And anyways, so to install this, and I have never done anything. Oh my gosh, I stepped on this squeaky toy and I thought I was gonna die. But anyways, to install that, I have never done anything like this before, so I'm 10-4. That's how I go back and forth. Okay, never done anything like this before, and I don't know how to do electrical, and it's really loud in here because my air conditioning is on, and everything's a mess. So that is where it's gonna go. That's where my vent was earlier. I found 3 colored wires over here. I found white, purple, and orange. So I snipped them all and then used my multimeter on the lightning bolt mode, 100 lightning bolt. Tested all the wires. Ew, what's on my screen? Tested all of them, decided that, oh shoot, what did I decide? Black is positive, white is negative, purple is positive. These two together is a DC, 12 volt DC. I have no idea what this one does, so I went ahead and put them back together again the best I could. I'm like, okay, sorry, Orange. I guess you weren't part of this equation. But they just came out of here and I yanked them out and da-da-da. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I'm gonna do this better later. It's just a simple twist for while I was testing it. And it's attached to this switch. So that's gonna be fine because remember the light that I did? The light has its own remote, and I'll do that to this one, so these lights will have its own remote, so that switch will now just power this, the fan. So then I took out the old fan. Oh my gosh, can I really? Hold on. Oh, I'm not gonna have to, hold on, let me take off my shoes and I'm gonna get on my bed. I laid out this towel to catch all the debris. I can stick my head out this window. Oh my gosh, I can. Okay, so we're on the roof. Oh God. Oh, my hair's getting, there's yuckies on here that my hair's getting to. Okay, never mind. Not as good as an idea. I was just gonna say, instead of going up on the roof, I'll just stick my head out here. But yeah, the butyl tape that's on there is yucky and it's getting on me. So let me put my hat back on. All right, so let me show you what I did out there. So I've done a lot already. It should be pretty quick and easy for the rest of it. I now can climb ladders with just one hand. Here is what I'm working with on the roof. Oof. So I took all the screws out and then used my different pry tools. I have different pry tools to pry this up and pop this off. And now I'm gonna have to get more butyl tape, which right now is in my freezer. Lay down new butyl tape, get my Maxx air fan up onto here, put that on, wire it up to the wires here, and then I'm going to test it. If it works, then I'll go ahead and screw it all in, seal it up, and finish the install on that, and then I'll show you how that goes. But there we are right now. All right, so I got this thing up here. This is big, and this was definitely a test if I could really climb a skinny puny RV ladder with just one hand, because I had this tucked under my other arm. I have this wired up right now, and it works. So I just wanted to make sure that it works before I finish getting this all sealed up. The nice thing about this is that it has a base to it, and so I'll be able to really seal the base to the roof, and that'll make a really good seal. And then it just screws on here, 2 on each side, and you just set that on and you can switch out units and stuff like that. But this base is awesome and I really need it. So I'm gonna really make sure that this base is really sealed up in here. And then, oh, the other good thing about changing this out is that you'll see that my vents are quite old, and they are actually they're actually starting to crack and brittle, and this stuff is just flaking off. So but I don't have to replace them all with a fancy one, but I probably will get a second one for the living room over there, especially now that I see how easy this is to install. Once again, it's always hard the first time as I'm trying to figure it out. It's all a learning process for me. But once I know how to do it, then I can do it, super quick the next time. So anyways, all right, this is where we're at. Almost done. I just did a test, make sure that it's working and that my wiring is correct, and then seal this all up, put it all on, and oh, I still have to cut the inner thing too. I'll show you that when we get there. So I got it installed. Ran into a little bit of a problem. I kind of assumed that I could just use the existing holes to screw it in, and it wasn't lining up, and I wasn't understanding what was going on because I kept hitting a stop, and then here you'll see what was going on. They did not line up, and there's a metal thing there. So being stubborn, I didn't want to go get my drill and stuff, but then finally, after a lot of struggle and cussing, I decided to get my drill and actually drill out proper holes. So you'll see those are the new ones, those are the old ones, and there is, yes, caulking coming out of the old holes. But that's good. That means that all the old holes are sealed. So yeah, I had to do that all the way around, which sucked. And then I came in here and I wired it up, but I forgot to turn off the power. My bad. So I saw a flash of light and I didn't know what that meant. And then I was like, whoa, what was that? Did I imagine that? Was that flash of light? What was it? What was it? And then I finished getting this all wired up, and then I went to turn it on and it didn't go on. And I was like, what's going on? Why do you not? I tested you and everything. You are fine. And why do you refuse to turn on now? And then I realized, oh my gosh, I probably blew a fuse. So I had to go look for my fuse box, and I found it, and then took a look. And sure enough, I blew the fuse. So I don't have any other of these fuses, but I took a fuse from another spot and I stuck it in here. And so now this is the bedroom fuse. So now the bedroom will work, and I have to take this and go buy more fuses. But to show you that it works, I'm going to turn on the power here now. Ooh, it beeped. And then I'll push the on button. When the fan goes on, it automatically opens. And that's how quiet it is. And then you can choose in and out, and there's also a remote, but I haven't played with that yet. So in and out, you push that button. Right now it's pulling air out. You push the button and then it'll pull air in. And then I guess you can close it over here. You can set, hold to set to 78 degrees auto. And you also have a manual to close over here. So I'm gonna turn this off because there's one more screw I can't screw in there, but I need to push it down in order to screw it. And I wasn't able to do that with this thing open. You need to have this thing open to install, but then now I need to push it so I can screw in the last screw. Do you guys want to see what it's like up there? All right, let's go up there. Turn off the power to it. So if I turn off the power to this this. Yep, that those wires are connected to this switch over here. All right, so I'm getting tired. When I get tired, I get whiny. All right, let's go. I'll show you what it looks like up there now. And I am getting so good at one-armed mounting. Look. Ow, I just smacked my shin. Wait. I'm not going to be able to get that screw with it shut. Oh my gosh, how am I supposed to get that screw? Yeah, I can't get that screw with this shut. Alright, I'm going to have to go turn it back on. But look at my roof. And my brand new vent cover fan thing. Alright. Well, you guys don't need to come with me for this. I want to get that last screw in, and then I have to do the inner liner. I got the last screw in, and this is what it looks like in the open position. So it's open, and the vents are underneath and facing towards the rear, and it's nice. That's how I can still position. I can still have ventilation when it's raining and stuff like that. So awesome. I wanted to show you how it opens and closes, so I brought my remote up here, but the remote doesn't work from outside. Even when I go right up to it and push the button, the remote thinks that it's working. See, it says close, but this thing is not responding. So maybe that's a good thing. You know, means that other people can't control my fan. But I confirmed it's working fine. The remote is working fine inside. And like right now, I have it set at speed as 10%, and I can go all the way up to 100%. Have air in, air out, open fan, set the temperature, know my room temperature, battery power. And if you're wondering why it's already been beat up, it's because Lacey wanted to help, and she decided to help with her teeth on my remote, my brand new remote. I got a thingy to mount. They need to send more screws. They didn't send me any screws to mount this thing up. Not that I really need it, but I'm just saying I need more screws. You guys, more screws next time. But there it is, all installed. I still have to do the inner liner. Here's the inner liner. This is the old inner liner, and you'll see that it is much shorter than the new one. So I guess they give you lots of extras, and that way, I don't know, you cut it down to size because different RVs are different. My initial, oh, I got the mosquitoes, sweet. All right, my initial, well, first I was thinking, what about I just do this and then cut, you know, and it should be the same, but it's not. I'm so glad I didn't follow. Okay, this is the type of like half-ass, stupid, quick thinking stuff that I do that gets me in trouble, is because this liner is going to fit with the edge of that fan. So when I actually put this on, I think what I actually need to cut is, there is, according to my guesstimation, I think it's about this much that I cut off. And there's actually a little line right there too, which is kind of helpful. So I'm gonna do that. I'll do a conservative cut. And I don't have a tool really to do this. But I have my Dremel, my handy Dremel. I love my Dremel. I do everything with my Dremel. So I grabbed some extra cutting wheels. I have my Dremel. I'm gonna slice this thing all the way around and see if we can get a fit. So as a comparison, this is my old one. And like I said, it's cracking up top. You just bump the plastic and it's so brittle. I mean, it's 17 years old. So, but this is how you open it, and there's no fan. Then you close it. That is the trim. Versus the new one with the remote. So nice. And there's a fan. The fan is lovely. And it'll work in the rain. Alright, it is done. Oh my gosh, I forgot to check it. Where's my remote? Oh no. Oh, here it is. Let's see. Turning it on. There it goes. We're at 50% power. Let's go to 100%. Let's turn it off. And it's closing. And there's the trim I was telling you about. I did have to trim it again, about the same. So each time I was trimming about that much. I did that twice. So, yeah, it was very hopeful, optimistic of me to think that that line there was just for me. It wasn't. But see, now the trim is all nice. They didn't send me new screws for these. You reused my old screws. I'm grumpy and I want to complain about something. I'm gonna complain that they didn't give me enough screws. But it's done, you guys. It's done. I installed this all by myself. I am so proud. Let me know what you think. I think it is awesome. I think I do want a second one for my living room. So thanks for joining me. This was a project. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.